What's up, YouTube gang? Welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, but in today's video, I'm going to be going over my account in Last Cloudia. As you can see, I'm rank 44, so I do have a lot, but I don't have everything. Let's start with the units. Now, I'm not going to go over every unit that I have, but I'll probably just give a little bit more detail on the characters that I like the most. Starting from the top, we have Rena. Rena is a beast. The best unit to come out in a very long time. She was one of those characters where I thought you need to pull for her. Don't let that collab go by without getting her. I hope you all got her, man. She's a beast. We have Suzaku next. Suzaku, I still use him from time to time. You can just give this man Trishula, he'll go crazy just about anywhere. Lelouch, one of my go-tos. His time stop mechanic is very strong. He does good damage. And you can fight from super far away. Nail, I don't really use Nail too much these days. I use Ryvern from time to time. Ryvern's very strong. I like to use him solo and see if he can beat a lot of bosses by himself. But other than that, I don't really use Ryvern too much. Megius, one of my go-tos. Light enabler. Strong damage, high caps, super armor. Probably one of the best units in the game. Lenius, one of my favorites. Strong magic damage. Easy to cap nowadays. As a rainbow mage, I use them all the time. Shift Roland, still one of my favorite units. I like to run them side by side with Megius. Whoops. These two complement each other very well. Logia, the newest unit to release, he's kind of mid. I mean, his damage is okay, but his kit just... I feel like his kit doesn't come together too well. Jean, I don't use Jean for PvE at all. I just use it for PvP. I don't use Yuri anymore. I still use Stan from time to time. He's super strong. I don't use Morgana much these days. Bradley I still use from time to time. His DPS is still very good. I haven't really used Ed in a while, but his DPS is really good. Just give him some mana, he'll take off. Virgil used to be one of my favorite units in the game. Nowadays, I probably would only use him as a battery because his DPS is pretty low, but his regular attacks still hit pretty hard. V, I don't really use V unless I need some ailments. I don't use Shift Nero at all these days. I never use Duran. Don't use Graffle anymore. Whenever I need to use an Earth unit, I always use Vayne. But if I have the option to use Graffle with Vayne, I always do. Adele, still one of my favorite units in the game. Super strong. You can easily get this man over 100k caps. Shift Mia, only used it for PvP. I don't really use it for PvE anymore. Christmas melee, if I'm like nuking and I want to boost my caps and cap out and show off, I'll use Christmas melee along with Sarah. Just those two give you so much caps. It's insane. Sheeta, the first unit I ever got. Don't use him anymore. I think we might get a Shift Sheeta soon. He's popping up a lot more in the story these days, so hopefully we get to see a Shift Sheeta soon. Summer Leona and regular Leona. I don't really use either of the two anymore. Summer Leona still has some pretty good animations. Baran I don't use. Shift Merity, regular Merity I don't use anymore. Shift Alice, regular Alice I don't use. Lagravos I still use from time to time. His magic damage is still really good. Shift Balin. I use him as a battery now. He's my go-to battery. Take this man anywhere. Just to spam WAP. Shift Zytes. I still use him for farming and stuff. He's not completely awoken yet, but... Oh no, he doesn't even have 6 stars yet, so... Yes. I still use him for farming. Tinkley I don't use anymore. Ruto is my go-to tank. Chef Melza I don't really use. She's kind of hard to build for. She needs a lot of SC. Her breaking is very good though. But I don't really use her that much. G-Luke I still use from time to time just for the time stop special. Gorm. Between Ruto and Gorm, I would rather use Ruto just for the mitigation. But Gorm's still a really good tank. Chef Eliza I don't use. Teria, I Used to use Teria every single time, but with the release of Rena, I'd rather use Rena over Teria. BB Shin out there. I hope we get a upgraded BB Shin, man. He needs some love. He looks so. He's probably one of the coolest characters in the game, but he's just everything about him is so trash. Looks cool though. Alphonse I don't use. Dante I don't use. Didi I don't use. Same thing with Merrin, Barcelo. All these units down here I don't really use like that. So we're just gonna skip over these guys. Now let's go over the arcs. My go-to URs. I'll probably just go over the URs and probably a couple of the SSRs. Great War of Ruin. I've currently got this skill at level 4, but we're getting it there. This is the one I want to get the 10 the most. Just so I could use it for videos. Solaris. I don't really use too much. Theopolis I still use a good bit. Kakasuchi I don't really use like that. Guardians I don't use. God of Ruin I only use a dark units. UR Vaz, the free UR arc. Hopefully all you guys can get that. Council of 10, the first UR I ever got. Got this to level 10 finally after 3 years. Mirror I don't really use. Arc being Eldravana gives 6,500 cap. Now that's at level 15, man. So good. Holy War only use when I need a little bit more cap. When I'm nuking out, trying to show off and stuff. Log Zeus, God of Ruin. I finally maxed this thing out, man. Maxed out. I'm running Tower over and over and over again. Whenever I need to use a unit solo, this is my go-to arc right here. Nexus for ice units. I don't really use too many ice units. Prefects of God, I used to use all the time. I don't use it too much these days. I'd rather use 3 Emperors over Prefects of God. I still use it for PvP though. 3 Emperors, my go-to for cap, man. Got this thing maxed out, 5k cap. Plus all of this right here, super good if you want to show off and cap out. Summon Spirits, after I finish getting Great Warrior 10, this will probably be the one I'll get to 10. And I'll use it for some videos and stuff. My LRs. Mobile Office, this thing was really good. It has phone booth and purple orb. I was really happy when I got this. Really good for getting SET back. Maiden's Lovely Banquet, I was trying to get this for the longest time. I just kept missing it. Just for the casting speed. Automail Mechanic for that WAP. That one WAP, yeah baby. I wasn't able to get WAP the first time it came around, but when it came back, you better believe I wasn't gonna let this go by. But I needed this. WAP is the truth. Oh, and Father of the Homunculi finally got Dark Mega Drive. It's good to have. And the only 2 arcs that I was able to get from the last crossover, Symbol of Annihilation, All Father Odin. This has Magic Weakpoint boost on it. That's really cool. So I finally got that. And I don't really use this one at all. I pulled this thing 3 times, bruh. 3 times. I think that's it. UR, LRs. I don't really want to go near the SSR. These are really easy to get. Managed to get the Logia's arc with the Dark High Drive on it, which is cool. Went over the units, went over the arcs. Let's go over our equips. Let me just go over some noble ones that I have. Archon 1, Granzon, who knows how to pronounce that, but this thing is so good. As long as I have this, I don't even need to use any other staffs. We got Kagasuchi. Recently got this to 40. Godforged Ice Sword. Best Ice Sword in the game, I think. Super good. Dajidojin was the first God 4 weapon I ever got. And we got Kagasuchi. Godblade Kagasuchi. What did I call this? Oh, Kusanagi. Okay. Kusanagi Kagasuchi. Super good. We got Teria's paid. Just maxed this out yesterday. The new Godforged Dark Machine weapon. Waiting for part 2 of this current event so I can finish maxing these out. All 3 of these right here. We got Magus' Paid Sword. This World Cleave Blade is from the slot machine. I did manage to do both of them, so I have all those equips. That took like 3 days to do. That took me a really long time. Old Tried and True, Pure Blade, Muramasa for that 25%. Ooh. Barcelo's weapons, not paid. We have Suzuku's paid weapon, super good. We got Adele's paid weapon. We got Virgil's paid sword. Mia's paid sword. Oh, this sword right here, Red Moon Blade. This is another one of those weapons from the lottery machine, slot machine. Really good light sword. We have V's paid weapon. I actually didn't pay for this. I got it off with red crystals. A lot of the event equips. There's nothing else in here that I really want to show. Let's go to armors. Just finished this yesterday. Prime Bravery Raiments. Physical attack damage negative 15%. Skill attack. Physical attack damage taken negative 50%. Skill attack damage plus 15%. It's one of the only clothes in the game that just gives you straight up skill attack damage. With the movement speed, this thing is busted. I suggest everybody try to make this. Rexforged Hex Armor. This is one of the only armors that gives you more damage on your caps. Your critical caps, you get extra thousands. Really good. Super tanky. Lots of health. Nice to have. Shine Plate. This was the first Godforged armor that I ever made. Still one of my go-tos. I use it all the time. My Fantasia Cape. Plus 25% magic damage. Ooh! So good. You can use this on any mage and anybody that's using Thaumaturgy ring. Tyria's paid. I didn't pay for this. I got it off a selector ticket. I think this was the first clothes I think I got forged. Berserk God Brigadine. I used it just for the movement speed. We have Linnaeus's paid robe. Lelouch's paid clothes. We have Balin's paid clothes. Adele's. We have Adele's paid armor. We have Roland's paid armor. Shift Roland's paid armor. I think that might be it. Yeah. Let's go to accessories. Recently got this. So we have another accessory that gives 1,000 cap. That's really nice. This was from 3 Emperors. This is my go-to. I use this on everybody because I'm usually always using Slayer anyway. So this on top, just exquisite. This is another one of my go-tos. This is from the free UR Vaz arc. Everybody can get this. We have Lelouch's paid accessory. I don't even use it. We have Nero's accessory. I don't use Nero, so I don't use this anymore. We have Shift Roland's paid accessory. I still use this from time to time. One of my go-to for machine attackers. That 1000k cap. I mean 1000k. That 1000 cap. I use this with the other 1000 cap for 2k cap on your accessories. Super nice. I use Elder King Mask for all my batteries, so they just use their regular attacks. My go-to for sword users. Anything else in here that I want to show? Not really. Yeah, there's nothing else in here. Summon stones, some important stuff, a lot of the miscellaneous, just like extra stuff. Posters from the events and whatnot. Look at that. Ooh. I just used my last rainbow potions. Now I only have like the lower tier potions. I had like over 40 of these, but I just got Megas to 130, so now we're at 16. I was out of Mother Souls, so I'm getting my stack back up there. We're at 7k. Only have one Luminous Soul. Not really trying to awaken anybody right now. Recently just got my UR Dust. But yeah, I think that might be it. Oh wait, hold on. One more thing. Profile. YouTube, Twitch up there. My guild, it's on auto. So if you want to join, you join. I do kick inactive players after a week of inactivity. So I usually, every once in a while, I have to kick people, but there is a spot open if anybody wants to join. I have 527 total battle hours. I think I recently hit over 5,000 hours in this game. 107 units acquired, 145 arcs acquired, almost 9,000 skills, almost 130,000 quests cleared. All my support frames. Click through all of these. Yeah, and there we go. That's my account, man. Sorry for the inactivity, but I have been pulling for units. I just haven't been getting anybody. I'm mostly free to play these days. I might do like the first little mini step up, but you know, it's hard for a free to play player out here, man. I'm gonna try to upload a little bit more. I'm still here, still doing my thing. We're 2 weeks away from the 4.5 Annie. Hopefully I get something good. We'll probably do another one of these videos in about maybe 6 months or so. We'll see. But I appreciate everybody coming through, watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.